Good morning, everyone out there. I am Karin Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Boca Grande, Florida. Today is January 6th, and this is a huge day. January 6th, 2026. I actually wrote down on my list that it was 25, but it's 2026. And I hope you all had a great New Year's. So it is 68 degrees here in Boca Grande, and I'm really tired today. I am really tired. I stayed up and watched the Montana State versus Illinois State Championship game. So my hometown is Bozeman, Montana, and so we're here for a couple months now. But anyway, last night it was probably close to 11:15 by the time the game ended, and the Bobcats won. It was the most exciting evening watching TV. So Terry finally went to bed because he just couldn't stay up much longer. Let me just check my computer, see I'm transmitting here. Okay, oh good, I found myself right away. And anyway, it was such a fun evening of watching, and it's congratulations to our Montana team. They have not won a championship since 1984, so this is the second time, and it was just a wonderful evening. I don't see any comments, so let me know. It looks like a couple people are on here, but I don't see comments. Comments will appear here, it says. So thumbs up. Thank you for that. I appreciate the thumbs up, the hearts. And if you shared today, I will be drawing names. 3 lucky people will get some gems. And these are the gems that I'll talk about that a little bit too at the end. So please share my video and please comment. Just say where you're from, what state you're from, or maybe what the weather's like, or whatever. So appreciate. Now I'm seeing some comments. Okay, thank you, Stacy, for sharing. I appreciate that. Denise is watching from Colorado. Let's see who else is going to watch. So I'll see. Maybe those Montana people, my Montana friends, are still sleeping. They might have. Well, it wouldn't have been so late there. But anyway, it was. That 2-hour time change is sort of tough here for me. Anyway, staying up. I like to be in bed by 10 o'clock, and oh my goodness, that was quite the game for sure. And I know my family in Wisconsin. Hey, Carla. Thank you for sharing. So those of you who share, your name will go in a bucket. And then next week, I will draw 3 names, and 3 people will receive some gems. So that's one way to help me grow my team. My business. So today is going to be a craft along, and I have 4 projects for you. Hey, Jana, good to see you. 4 projects, and those who place an order. We have so much to talk about today. Hey, Jeannie, and let's see, I had missed a couple of those. And thank you for sharing. We have so much to talk about. I hope some of you will order fast today. Don't delay. Things will run out. And the new catalog is finally live. I'm just going to do some of these things right now with up. This is the new catalog, and finally we can open it and look at the inside. Hey, Kathy, good morning to see you too from Bozeman. I bet you stayed up. Well, it wasn't so late. I hear it was like 11:15 when the game ended, but what an ending. And so the new catalog is going live. We have so many things happening today. I feel like it's midnight already because I stayed up so late, and then I didn't sleep very well. Hey, Roz, good to see you. Jeannie, yeah, that was so national championship. The catalog is going live. The online exclusives for January are going live. And those are really cool. Some really neat products. There's so many neat things to order. And then we have the product of the month. This is the new one. I know many of you got the old one too. This is what it looks like. I actually will show you this when when the camera's turned down because it is a fabulous set. And then we have new kits that are starting. Thank you. I'm so glad so many of you are commenting now because then it helps me. We had 3 brand new kits released today. And that is pretty cool. They're really neat looking. I'll show you those when we turn the camera on too. Okay? But, and then I'm doing a craft along. So my craft along products are all things that some of you maybe have already. They're from the November online exclusives. We're using Friendly Foliage, which I bet a lot of you have that. And then the other one is, we're going to do 4 cards. 1 is a fun fold, and 3 are regular cards. And the other one is the pop-up petals, and that's the one I'm going to do with the pop-up too. So those are what we're going to be talking about today. If you place an order with me that's $60, you get the kits, you get half a pack of paper, and you get the 4 card kits. If you place a $70, but you better, I would recommend because of the product of the month, if you place a $75 order, you will also get the gems from me. So it's a great deal. You get half a pack of paper, the designer paper, and we're using the Creative Haven paper. And then you get the kits. And they're a little harder, and everything is embossed and die cut for you, almost everything. And you will need to do your own stamping with your own ink. Hey, Karin, good to see you. Yes, that was such a good, exciting game. Yes, you're in Wisconsin. Oh my goodness. Once I got to bed too, then it was almost midnight. I read a little bit to try to calm down because I was so excited. But anyway, so then I didn't sleep very well last night, but I can go to bed early tonight, so it's a new night. Yeah, it was very fun. Thank you for watching, commenting. Okay, we have a lot. So if you order from me, I'm going to send a kit to you and with the gems. So, but if you get to $75, then for extra $5, you can just add on the free. It's not free. It's a $5 stamp, and it's beautiful. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can take a look. And the kits are adorable. Just beautiful and adorable. There's one about pets that little children would like. So I'm going to turn the camera down. Close your eyes. Oh, I can't get there is the rest of my craft room. There we go. There we go. This is going to be so fabulous. I have to get this light adjusted. I don't have the best lighting in this house. This is the new fabulous sayings. Oh, and I ordered early this morning. I ordered about 6:30 Eastern time, so I had quite a big order. I had lots of things for classes coming up. And I wanted to, this, anyway, it was really fun to see this. This is a great set. I love the fonts. So that's that. Then we have so that's the product of the month. So whenever you order, it's, I think, important to get to $75. We're going to go through this really quickly. These are the 3 kits. There's one. This is a non-stamping. And they're 3 languages, I think, English, German, and French. This one is called Lots to Love. It's $15. I watched the Stamping Up video on YouTube. You can watch that. Hey, Levon, good to see you. That is, I bet you're tired today too, aren't you, from watching the game? Okay, and so that's a pretty one. Here's the stamping one. This one is called Butterfly Garden. This one is it looks beautiful, very spring-like. That's a stamping one. And then the one that is adorable, and I know this one is going to sell out. This one is called Adopt a Pet, and it's only $15. I don't know how they can make it for this, but it's got these cards that you put together, and they have tape on them, so you just assemble them, and then they have like a dog house, a parakeet, bird cage, a cat thing, and a pig, and they have a little adoption paper, but it's the cutest little kit. So anyway, those are all available. I bet they'll run out. And before I start, I know that I'm going to tell you this right away, because that those of you who are ordering, if you even slightly like this ladybug, this one is going to, I know it will sell out. These gems are the cutest thing we've ever had. And I better take a breath and take a drink of water. This paper is beautiful. The dies cut out the paper, and everything about it is fabulous. It's on page 42 and 43. They've devoted 4 pages to it. It's so cute. And look at this one. This is an over-the-top fun fold that I received from, who is this from? Stamp the Love. But it is the, Cindy Fodor. I think she's a $1 Million Achiever. But isn't that cool? That's really it's a neat one. Anyway, and so these are just to help me focus. These are going to be the cards that we're going to be doing for the next craft along. Next craft along is going to be a little bit early. It's going to be January 27th. So some of you probably have this sweet Valentine Kisses Bear, and this is some of the new paper. Okay, we're going to start now. So today's projects are all from online exclusives. Remember, if you share my video with someone, share it to a daughter or a friend. You can put it online. You can do whatever you want, but share it, and I will put your name in a drawing, and then I will choose 3 people who will win gems. So these are the gems. I have to make sure they can fit in an envelope for mailing easily. So that is for sharing. So the first card that we're going to work on is this one. We are going to, this is easy. This is the stamp set. I know that many of you have this. It is a good one. It is called Friendly Foliage, Wonderful Words. I think it's a real basic set. These are the dies. I mean, it's got a good get well, here for you, wishing you the best, thinking of you, you're on my mind, all those things. I know that light is just a little bit wonky. It's a little glary. I'm going to see if I can, I don't know if it's that one or, see if that helps a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have my glass mat here, but I have this wood grain paper, but the light is, anyway, I have to have some pretty good sized lights. So this is what we're going to work on for the first 2 cards. So sit back and relax. We're going to be doing this card first, and I am using this. This is in the brand new catalog. I should have marked the page. It's called Stone and Vine, and it is a winner. I think it's definitely one that you ought to put on your list. It's at the back of the catalog. I did not, here it is right away. Oh, I did mark it. I did mark it. It is on page 69. It's called Stone and Vine. It's a 3D embossing folder, and it's next to this gorgeous font of sympathy, prayers and promises, get well and sympathy. And I love this set. I've used it quite a bit for some swaps. Page 69, it's $1 Million designed by Carol Norquist. So anyway, this is one that you'll want to have in your file to keep because it is beautiful. We are going to use that, and so we're going to use Pretty Peacock ink, and here is our card. So sometimes when I do a craft along, this one's going to be Get Well Soon, and you're on my mind and in my heart. So that's what we're going with this, and we're going to do I'm going to ask you a few little questions now and then too. So we're going to start with our, I didn't mark this, but you can, it's my normal, hey Patty, I just got a package ready to mail to you for this craft along. So thank you for your order. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's our base. And then we have our designer, not our designer. This, you could use designer paper, but we're using the embossing, the new embossing. So we're going to do that. 4 by 5 1/4. All my measurements will be about 3 or 4 minutes after my video. You will see them because I have them all typed out already. So our peacock, we're going to have a peacock mat, and it is 2 3/4. So I'm going to put that right there. Now you can use any, I did emboss this for you so you would see how beautiful that is. So we're going to just put that down right away. And I'm actually going to not, it's so textured that I'm not going to take the chance of putting my adhesive. Now most people, a lot of people like to use their green glue. I'm not the biggest fan of green glue. I use it, but I love my tape runner. So I like to put it right on there, and then I won't be tearing it. So this is going on there like that. So there's a cord. I like white on white. That's one of my, I love that a lot. And so we're going to put our peacock piece on next. Right here. So I have all these kits. I pre-cut and did all the directions and everything. I'm going to just put this on like this. You could certainly pop it up. We're not going to do that. I'm going to make sure I stay in the camera frame. I'm going to just bring this down a little bit. This is you can order from me right there. If you still need a catalog, let me know with your order and I will send one to you. Then I have some vellum. I'm just so happy we have vellum back in our stock. This is an online exclusive. I'm going to just put a little bit of vellum on the middle part. So I'm going to just stick that on right there. You're not going to see this. I mean, you're going to see this, but you're not going to see the adhesive right there. Okay, now we are going to, I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep, that's a piece of foam paper. I'm going to get my little die cut piece out that we're going to stamp on, and we're going to do some punching with our label and with this too. This punch that we're going to be using, the 3 banner punch, is still on back order. It's sold out very, very fast. It punches all 3. I've already punched it for you, but let's do our stamping. And let me see once. I hope that I brought the embellishments along. Where did I put those embellishments? I don't know. They're probably in my drawer or something. Let's put this, let's get our ink out and we're going to stamp. So I use this is the die that I used to die cut this. I did that for you already. The second card, we're going to be putting this in, and that's more intricate. So again, this is Friendly Foliage. And I'm not going to worry about, now, remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a couple videos. I just better put that ink someplace that I'm not going to touch it with my elbow. But remember a few weeks ago, I did this one. Did that one. Let's see what else I did. This one. You can go back on YouTube and look at my video. Here's another one. These are some swap cards. I've gotten quite a few. Isn't that pretty they stamped the leaves? But you can go back and look at more of the videos too. Just set those there for a moment. And now let's do our stamping. Okay, let's bring in our foam mat. So you want to have your piercing mat. I know the piercing mats are on low inventory. So if you don't have one, you can use a mouse pad, or you can use, things that are like a thick catalog, although we don't have catalogs anymore, hardly. And let's see, once we're going to do our big stamp. It's a big stamp, so we're going to ink it upside down. Anytime you have a big stamp, you want to do it upside down. Okay, I'm going to set that right there. And now we're going to see now lots of times when you're doing this yourself, you would stamp and then you would die cut. But if you're doing lots of them, it's easier. And for a class, I do it this way. So that's pretty decent. Not perfect, but it's pretty close. You can look at those. I think it's pretty good, actually. I'm going to just give that a quick clean because this video is going to take a while. And so I hope you have some coffee or tea or something and you can enjoy. That's going to go on there like that. But let's do our stamping and our inside. Let's do our stamping here. We're going to do Get Well. Let's see, it looks like I'm going to put this on. Okay, I'm going to stamp it with my, white would be fine. I'm just going to do any color you want works. I wanted to choose something that was light. So I thought that this is, what is that? What is that called? I can't think of it for the moment. Soft seafoam is what it is. Now, this punch, I turn it upside down like this, and I'm going to use this one right there. And then you punch it out. Just like that. Now, here's another one I can use too. I can save that. But now, if you're just punching out a bunch of shapes, you want to put it in like this. So, so that you have a little bit more, you don't have to be accurate like on the other one. Okay, I'm going to throw that piece away since it's out of the way. So that's our part that goes on there. And then on the inside, we're going to be putting, let's see once. Something went wrong with the video, it said. I can see it on my computer. I can't see it on my computer, but I can see it on my, I can't see it on my iPad, but okay, you're on my mind and in my heart. I'm going to use that little piece right there, but let me know, would you please? Oh, thank you for the hearts. And remember, thumbs up, share. You get your name in a drawing for the sharing. We're going to put the, you're on my mind and in my heart. We're going to put that stamp on. Let me know, someone, please, if anything was interrupted before we keep going on. Okay. I'm going to stamp. I'm going to get this. I'm going to actually use my full piercing mat because then it'll lay better. Like that. Isn't that smart? Okay, we're going to do You're on My Mind and in My Heart. And we're going to do this right here. Some people like to go in the middle. I like to go more toward the top. It doesn't make any difference at all. And then we're going to stamp this little decorative design underneath like that. You can put it anywhere you want. You can go up and down vertically, or thanks for the thumbs up and the hearts. Appreciate that. Okay, and now we're going to put our card together, and I'll just leave it right on there. So it looks like my iPad is frozen now. I don't know, but anyway, I think it's still live on the, we're going to put this on here. I'm going to close up my ink, and you can stamp your envelope like that. Isn't that pretty on the envelope? That's that full image. And let's see once here. Let's put we're going to put I thought I had my little piece right here. I'm a foam sheet. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to make it, there we go. We're going to just put that right. We're going to pop this one up. So that's what I'm going to do. You could use your regular dimensionals, of course, but you know me. I'm a little speedy in stamping, and I like to use my foam sheets. So I have a whole dish of them. And now we're going to just put this right in the middle like that. And I'm going to, you could pop this up if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to cover up the stems like this. And there is the card. And see, where are my gems? Well, I don't see the gems anywhere. I must have them. I have a lot of them. And I don't have them here. They're in the kits. I can show them to you. I will show them. Can you still hear me? So when you make a purchase with me, for this craft along. Your package comes like this, and you have the gems are in there too, and it's all packaged with the paper. I can't really show you the gems, but you get a little treat with some. Well, here are the gems. They're loose. These are the gems. That's what the gems look like. There's pecan pie and Lost Lagoon, espresso, Cajun craze. So everyone, if your order gets to be $75, you get one of those plus the kits. And then you also get all of the typed directions. So for all of those kits, that is what's included. So that is a free class to you with your purchase today. You can get anything you want. You can get a couple kits. You can get, I'm not going to be able to put the gems on because I can't find them right now. But I don't want to open up. I've used all my unopened ones for the kits. So that's our card, and there's the envelope. And this is what it looks like with the gems on it. There we go. And I'm going to set that aside. And then we have what's next. So that's our card, our first card. And then the second one is just a little bit more, well, I would say it's a little more stepped up. It's nothing hard by any means because I've already done the die cutting for you. This is the second card. And this is, it's thinking of you. We always need those. All of the paper that we're using is from that Creative Haven. I've used the postage dies. You're on my mind and in my heart. Again, that saying works for all kinds of things. So the, again, the name of the stamp set is called Friendly Foliage. And then the dies are like this. So I'm going to show you what I did on this one now. So we're using this paper, the designer paper. There's our stamping piece and our paper. Okay, we've got the postage dies are one of my favorite. I was so thrilled they didn't retire because we've had them for a year. They're called Perennial Postage, but they're one of my favorites. And they are in the annual catalog, so you can look at those. It's 162607 for that. And let me see what's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to use Lost Lagoon. I chose the color from the designer paper and from the dots that we're using, although I can't find them. So, okay, let's put this right there, and we're going to work on our card. So the first thing we're going to do is just take our inside. I just cut this, I just measured it, and then I measured what I thought would fit. And it's 3 inches by 4 1/4. So remember, all my measurements will be, I already have them typed, so after the video is over, I'll post those. Thank you, Levon. Okay, so this is going to go, so you can take screenshots if you want, if you're crafting along maybe, or whatever. Here's the spa paper on the back. This paper is just some of the very best. I've used, I don't know if I've used 2 or 3 paper packs of it, but I have very little left. I just have lots of bits and pieces. Okay, so that is what we're doing first. And now I'm actually going to pop this up with a large dimensional because I just like that look of it. Because I don't want to pop up the real intricate part because that would be tedious. So this is a little bit easier to pop up that layer. Now let me just get a little drink here. Oh my goodness, I feel like it's evening already because I didn't sleep well after that football game. And then it was so exciting. And then I had a haircut this morning early. There we go. And this is going to be my inside piece. So then this afternoon I have to drive to Venice, which is almost an hour away. And because I have a chiropractor appointment. It's very difficult to get appointments and have a decent schedule here, it seems like. Where did I put everything? Everyone is so full and booked in advance, and my physical therapy, I can't ever get a schedule ahead of time, so sometimes I have to change things. Here is the the part that I die cut already. So I did this for you. I'm going to just set this aside for now. Okay, we're going to do our stamping. I'm going to put that away. But we're going to try to do this like this. And so we're going to use our Lost Lagoon ink. So on this one, I actually cut using the full, you can do it separately or you can do it together. But if you do it together, make sure you put some tape, either washi tape like this. You want to have it just perfect. You don't want any edges to touch that metal, so you'll get that. Now, it's easier if you stamp first and then you do your die cutting on this. But since it's a kit to go, that's what I'm doing this way. It works. It works okay. I wonder what's happening here again. It says something went wrong on my iPad. It says reloading. Must be something with the internet, but let's see if you're doing okay on the phone. Denise, yeah, I can see your comments, Denise. Are you still doing it? Was there any interruptions or anything? I'm going to just see if I can get this, because I can't put my head underneath. I can't pull it to me because you wouldn't be able to see anything. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to just give that a good cleaning. And because it'll be a while before I finish the next two cards, so I don't want my ink. I like to clean my stamps fairly quickly. Okay, that's going to go over here. And we're going to do our thinking of you. And then it won't take too long. This card is fairly easy because I've done most of the work for you already. Okay, thinking of you, and we're going to do the thinking of you. This is the stitched label, and we always need those. Seems like we always need thinking of you cards for sure. Let's get our postage piece out here. Remember, please, if you do share my video, your name gets put in a drawing for the craft along. So I usually do a craft along maybe once a month or once every 2 months. But when I'm in Florida, it's a little easier because I don't have classes in person. Okay, so you're on my mind and in my heart. We are going to do the next craft along at the end of January, only because I think that bear and the Valentine kisses is so adorable, and I want you to be able to see that, and still have a few weeks to be able to play with it before it's Valentine's. You can send Valentine's to anyone. It doesn't have to be just someone you love. Okay, let me see if I can find my pieces. It's a little tricky when my iPad's not working. There we go. But this part is not getting popped up. So I'm gonna there we go, I can see now. Okay. I'm gonna hold this with my reverse tweezers, and we're just gonna put this on with some green glue, just real sparingly. You don't wanna glob it on like sometimes children will squeeze it. You don't need to squeeze things. Just a little bit of, there we go, like that. And that should do it. I'll put like that. And it's nice to be able to put a block on top, because that was such an intricate one. And what I'm going to do is pop up the thinking of you. That should be good. Oops. Need to squeeze a little bit more on there. Just like that. Okay. I like to keep a empty block, but we're going to use our little snips here and put this on our card like this, on our label. Just going to do it like this in the air, because I'll take that block off here. Okay, and there we have it. And we're pretty good. And we're going to put it on just like this. And you can see those dots from the matte set. That's for the Creative Haven that they're available to order with for a while now. And we're going to put our inside in here, just like this. So the next craft along, this craft along is has a little bit more intricate pieces, and there we have it. The next one we'll do 6 cards. We'll do 3 with 3 designs and 2 of each. So there we go. And there's that. That's the postage label. So that is the second card. You get the gist with the designer, the dots. Okay, let's see what's here. So I keep saying something went wrong on my iPad. I don't know what it is, but it says it's reloading all the time. As long as you can see me on here, it's good. You tell me if that's working okay. Hey, Kathy, good. Okay, the next one that we're going to work on. So let me move these things out of the way. We're done with that. And let's get this off my desk over here. And the next 2 cards we're going to be using this wonderful set. I have loved this. Really, really like this set with these dies. I have made pop-up cards. This is what we're using. And I have made pop-up cards since I was teaching. Oh, I want to just tell you, before I go on, let me just tell you something real quick too. The stamp we just finished, the bundle we finished is $38.50. So that is a very reasonable bundle, I think. This one that we're using now is $46.75. And that's the one that has these, I love the stamps, I love the words, I love the flowers, the vases, everything. You wouldn't have to have the dies. You could definitely fussy cut. Personally, I love those pop-up parts because I like making pop-up cards. And this is, you saw me make one a few weeks ago. This is the one we did a few weeks ago. You can go back, I think it's maybe a month ago. You can see that video because we're going to do another one of these today. It'll be different. Okay, but so we're going to do this one next. Okay, this is we're going to do this card. We're going to, oh dear, I bet I didn't do this. I bet I didn't cut the designer paper. I think I forgot it. I might have to do that now. Okay, this is the card we're making. So in my kits, I got all these pieces here. We're going to have to do a little bit of cutting. So this is the card. We're going to use some ephemera. This has lots of ephemera. These are some lotions and potions. It could be a spa card. I just think it's a pretty relaxing card. It says at the top, grateful for your friendship. You make my life better just by being in it. And then these are all pieces of ephemera. So anyway, let's see if I can. I don't know. My iPad is not working. Maybe something happened. My husband said, "Oh, you need to trade it in and get a different one." I do need to do that, but I didn't do it. Okay, so we're gonna do this next, and the card, and you can decorate an envelope if you want, like that. That one's a kit for the kitchen. I've used this paper so much. You have seen that over and over and over. And it's going to be garden green. So one of my absolute favorites, garden green. It's going to be a top folding card, 4 1/4 by 11. And my inside this is so cool, the way this cuts this. So you take a piece that is 4 inches by 10.5. It's slightly, look at this, it's slightly less. So, and you can do this by hand. This is the way I used to do it with my children. So you'd cut a slit right there and there. But let me show you what the dies do. I'm going to take these out, and there are 2 different sizes. One's a little smaller. We're going to use the bigger one. That piece, that is the weirdest thing. I couldn't figure out what it was until I saw someone else. That is sort of the lip on the part like this. Anyway, it's sort of, I would never have figured that out. But this is the way this works. I have some Post-it note tape on there. Okay, and then we're going to put this on. Let me see if I can get my mat, this, so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to take it right in the middle and put it on. Tape it, make sure you tape it. I did all of this for you. So if you order from me and get the kit, it will be done. And voila, you end up with a piece that looks like this. And there's that pop-up. Now you can put a couple on one. We're only going to do one, of course. But then it's really quite easy. This goes inside here. Now let's do our outside first. Okay, we're going to just put that in there. So on the outside, we're going to use a white mat, 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to just take that and adhere it down. I know we're going to be going over, I don't like to go over an hour, but we probably are today. I don't know. Then we're going to do our designer paper. And that is, on the other side is like that you saw. 3 3/4 by 5. And this has so much ephemera. Oh my goodness. It's really pretty ephemera, little bits and pieces. So, and I've included, so you each get a half package. And you get all that ephemera, and you're going to be able to make a lot of cards. Sometimes in the craft along, I cut the paper for you. Generally speaking, if we're doing 6 cards. Now we're going to do this foil piece. This is that brown foil that's gorgeous. I think it was in something this fall. Can't remember which one. And we're going to just put that right there. Trying to center it like that. And then I've got a branching out. This is the branching out set that we, this is the one that has been so popular. They're keeping this, but they're retiring the stamp. So you can still buy the bundle right now, but the stamp is going to disappear because it's on the last chance. I can't remember if it is discounted or not. Some of the discounted things, or some of the products are discounted, some are not. So, but these frames are a must-have for sure. And then we're going to add this. Maybe my gems are in one of these kits. Oh, here they are. Right here. There they are in that card. So that's what we're going to be using. I couldn't find them on the other ones, so we've got this wonderful green ribbon that I have tied the bows for you already. That is so cool. It's really nice ribbon. And let me just get this out of the way. And these are my little pieces for stamping. We're going to put those right there. And we're going to just move this all right there. Let's see, once we're going to get a vase for stamping. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that, but we've got a vase we need to do, and then we've got we need to find some greenery. So where is I'm going to have to get my pieces out of my closet here, or my cabinet. Just a second, hold on. I'm going to have to go into this little room. I hope you can still hear me. And and it is going to be a mess. So I have some ephemera that I have right there. And so my paper that we're going to use, I don't know where, I think it's, don't know, I'm gonna have to use some of this, I think. So we're gonna do that. So we have some of this green plaid. This is what I neglected to cut. So maybe we can still do that. But anyway, we better do our stamping first. I'm sort of a little mishmash here. Okay, we're gonna just put that on right away so we get it out of the way. It's not loose. And I did check all this too. Okay, it says we need 2 inches. We're gonna get my little handy dandy paper trimmer out. We're gonna get 3 3/4. And we're gonna do that. Oh, that is 3 3/4. We're gonna get 2 inches. Thankfully that was done. Well, that wasn't too bad. There we go. So this is going to be because I thought it would be better. Now, there are some cards that I've done using, you can use your designer paper. Let me show you one here that we did a few weeks ago. This is the one I gave to my mom for her, well, this isn't, I made 2 of them. This is, you can make your inside designer paper too, but you're gonna, so my mom used to do a lot of sewing. She was 99. I gave her one that was very similar to that. You can go back and watch those videos too. Okay, now we're going to do some stamping. We've got our green pieces cut. So we're gonna do some stamping here. Let me get my little base. And we're going to do, they have a round vase and a sort of a roundish type of vase. And where did my little mat go? I don't know. Things are disappearing here, so we're going to put that right there. And I can't see, so all I can do is see when I'm on my phone, and that's upside down, up when I stand up. There we go. There's our vase. Isn't that pretty? And the other vase is we're going to do that on the other card. It's like this. And, okay, we're going to put that right there. And let me see once here. Okay, what else do we have to stamp? Grateful for your friendship and you make life worthwhile. Thank you for your friendship. Let's stamp those pieces right here. I am trying to hurry, so there, but it's probably not real smart to do that, hurrying. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I didn't press hard enough. Let's see, we're gonna press, I'm gonna hold it like this. Grateful, like that. I'm gonna turn the other one upside down and we're gonna stamp it again because that's a little bit iffy. And we're gonna just do it like that. There we go. That looks good. And those are going to go, it's sort of hard to do for videos. 3 is usually the maximum, but I wanted to give you a different type of online craft along today so I could include the paper for you. And so that's why I did that. But usually I do 3 cards and 2 of each. But we did it slightly different this time. So this is going to get popped up. And I'm going to have to find some greenery in here now. I'm going to go through. This is all ephemera from this kit. Yours won't be so messy, of course. Let's see if I can find some leaves. I don't know. They're probably... They're someplace. Don't know where they are exactly. We've got those leaves. And here they are. Here are the leaves, I think. Let's see what we have. In my, I have a bunch of little pots with, we don't want to do that. I wanted you to, okay, we're going to just, you don't have to cut them off. There are some leaves that, like this one is not like that, and that one. And there's another one too, but I can't find it right now. So we're just going to put that aside. I love this ephemera. This is so much fun to create with. I'm going to have a big mess here when I'm done. So we're going to take our sheet and we're going to put our ephemera on like that. I think, let's see once. I think we'll just do, see there's another branch too, but I think we'll just do one. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm just going to put one on this one. I'm going to put this on like that. I'm actually going to do it like that. There. Now I'm going to pop it up with my dimensionals. Take my dimensionals out and there we go. Just like that. Take my pick tool and here we go. How many of you have ordered today already? I know a lot of you are demonstrators and you've ordered, even you've pre-ordered a lot of things already. But some of you this is a good day to order. I would not wait too long because things will go fast, especially some things will go fast, like the really popular things. Remember last week I did that green, that washi tape? That's a product that went really, really fast the first time. There was something similar to that. So I don't know how it'll go this time. Okay, now we're going to do our inside. This is by far the hardest card. So when you do the inside, you want to take your adhesive and only put it on one side at a time. And you're going to just leave a little bit of space, 1/4 inch. And this lines up with the score mark right there. And now I'm going to close it and I'm going to do the same thing. You do it one side at a time. And remember, in the Craft Along kit, I have cut everything for you. Oops. There we go. And there we have it. And that is, sometimes people put their ephemera right there or their stamped image. We're not going to do that. We're going to put our green check pieces 3 3/4 by 2, and those are 1/4 inch apart. 1/4 inch spacing. You want to have a little margin of 1/4 inch. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. And this is the cooking paper on the reverse. I have very little of this green check paper. It is wonderful. I've used it a ton. I've used all the papers, actually. There we have that. And grateful for your friendship. We're going to do that on the top. And it's going in there like that. And now we're going to put this one on. Let's see, that's the better side. Remember, this is the worst of the two. We're going to put this one. You make my life better for just by being in it. Okay, and now what we're going to do is, this is sort of cool. The way I just sort of made this up. Let's see what. So we're going to put our little piece in together. And what I did was I took 2 pieces of ephemera. So they look like this. This piece, this hexagon, and this label. I put those on. I'm just going to put a little bit, put it together like this on my mat. So we're going to take my hexagon now. Oops, wrong. I want that note paper to go like that. Okay. And now I'm going to put this on my label right there. I'm going to take my seal. I'm going to take my fingers and put them underneath there. and just run a little bit of tape. You could use your tear tape. And I'm just going to set it down like this. Make sure we don't have any adhesive down there. And I'm going to just pop it like that. Just like that. And there is that image. And then we're going to put we have some spa lotion and potions, some medicines and things. That's what the ephemera looks like. But then you can cut it down so it's smaller. And it's smaller so that it looks like, so it goes from, this to this. And we're going to put that right on there, like that, okay? And we're going to put that on there flat. You could have, on the first one I did 5. This one we're going to do 3. Just like that. And let me move these aside. And then we've got we're going to put a bow on there on the front. So we're going to put our bow on and our dots. So it's so funny. I could not remember where those were. Here they are. I have 2 packages of them. And let's see, let's put this all back. It's going to drive me nuts. All this on the table. And we are going to put that right inside the envelope. And we have a bow. I'm going to put this on with a glue dot. My glue dots are almost, I have another package that started on my left side. I have things on my right and my left. My right side is those are all empty. Let's see one's here. Where are they? This one is empty, actually. There's one. I've got one right there. And that's going on there like that. And we're going to get a couple little gems. We're going to use these pecan ones. And we're going to do exactly the same thing, so I don't have to think too much about it. We're going to put a large one up here. I'm going to do it like this. We're going to do it sort of just the opposite. And one more down here to make a triangle. So this leaf is sort of going that way, so there's more space there. That was my thinking with that. And there we have our card. Grateful for your friendship. You make my life better for being in it. That's just like that one. So that's the hardest one. But it's not too hard because I've done, the die cutting for you and everything. So that's pretty easy. Now let's do our last card using a little bouquet. And it's going to be this one. This is using a new, I didn't even bring it out here, but anyway. So thanks for being there. And we're going to do this in early espresso, another ephemera. So we're going to stamp all this. We're going to do our pieces. It's just a fairly easy card. It's nothing hard about it. Would you all let me know if you're all still seeing things, because I don't see any movement and I don't see any comments coming through. So please let me know and share the video too. 5.5 by 8.5 is our base. And then we have a white mat. I better take that away for a second. Otherwise you won't be able to see. Are you all still watching? It says it's live. And they have a white, there we go, with our white mat. And I'm missing a white mat on the inside. Then we're going to take this, and I have more of those anyway in my, so we're going to take that. 3 3/4 by 5. And then we have a brown strip. And this is early espresso. Hey, thanks for the hearts. I can at least see those. I can't see the comments. The strip is 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to just put that on. See if I can get this nice and straight. You can sort of use those checks from that's a, what is that called? Petal pink. And then we're going to get our little ephemera out. Well, I am really missing a lot. Let me just, excuse me for a second. And thought I checked everything, and that's not the right size, but we might use that size just because that's all I can find this moment. Let me see once if I can find, oh, here's the right size. And then I need a white mat too. So, okay, I think we're good. I don't see any comments, so keep sending those thumbs up and hearts. This is from a brand new set in the catalog. I cannot think of what it's called. Maybe someone can help me here. What is this called, this label? They're nested. They're with sort of that wedding set. Okay, and this is going to be for stamping. We're going to stamp on our vase. Actually, I already have one stamped, so I think I'll just do that. We're going to put piece of ephemera down first. This is another piece of ephemera, and I'm going to cut that. I should have put it on first, but I didn't. So we're going to just do that real fast, and you would probably want to use your green glue because it's pretty thin. There we go. I'm going to see if you put it on first and then you trim it from the back, it's always better. Hey, Karin, you're still watching. Your Denise is okay. Now I'm seeing comments, so thank you for commenting. And then we have some flowers, and the flowers look like this. I'm just going to throw those aside. This is going to go on here. This label, I can't think of whatever it's called. It is in the mini catalog, the new mini catalog. And please let me know if you need a catalog. If you are, if you don't have one, but you can also order online. So this one, I should have used the other one because it was better. This one didn't have that rustic look, but that's okay. And then we're going to, I have a couple extra in there, and then we're just going to do that. We're going to pop this label up with our foam pieces, like that. Okay, remember, so there we go. Whatever this label is called, it's in that set that has two. It's a real big set in our catalog, and it has the wedding. I'll find it for you, actually. It's right in the beginning of the catalog. Now that we can open it, it's so fun to see the inside of it. It's in this set right here. It is on page 24, and it's number 4. It's called Beautifully Celebrated, Simply Beautiful Dies. Simply Beautiful Dies. I've not made anything else from this paper, but I love this set of dies. So page 24, Simply Beautiful. And we're going to pop those up with some dimensionals. So we're going to do a couple of dimensionals. I would actually use probably 5 or 6, but we're only going to use a few on this one because we're trying to speed along. There we go. So everyone, hey, Carla. Yeah, thank you, Carla. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. You're watching. You must be at work. So this flower, it's a 2-part flower. It's actually 3 parts. I'm going to show you what it looks like. You can do the stamping. I did it in crushed curry for the center. The flower is the outside, and then you can fill it in. But actually, it's almost easier using your blends and doing it that way. So I used Granny Apple and Petal Pink blends. It just works a little bit nicer, I think. Okay, then we're going to put a glue dot on our twine. So there we go. There's our glue dot. And I have a big mess here. Let's see what else we need. We need some of the gems. We're going to use this early espresso this time. So the first 2 that I missed, I actually did use the Lost Lagoon. So we're going to use a big one. We're going to put a big one. We're going to put a big one. We're going to do it a little different this time. We're going to do a small one down here, a big one and a small one, and then we're going to put a big one up. Oh, I think we're going to use a small one. There are two sizes. Like that. And what do we have on the inside? We have some more ephemera. And so our inside looks like that. And I used a stitched, and I gave it to you in the kit, but I don't have it in my envelope for some reason. And I used a strip that is like this, and then I used a piece of the flower ephemera. So that is the card, just like this. And it's a wonderful set. I think that you would enjoy it. You definitely would. The words are wonderful. I mean, if you were an avid crafter, I think you would enjoy these pop-ups, but you definitely would love the words. They're, just great flowers, good vases, things like that. Thank you so much, Denise. Appreciate that. And that's it. So let's turn the camera back. Well, let's see. Let's keep it down for a minute. And let me just remind you, the catalog is live. If your order goes to $75, you can choose that Fabulous Sayings. That's a new stamp set. And that is a good one for sure. So it's only $5 if you get to 75. So we don't have Celebration anymore like we did a few years ago. Here's another picture of that stamp set. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. These are the kits, and these are adorable. That little pet one is the cutest thing ever. So that is only $15. And you get a bird, a dog, a cat, and a little hamster or guinea pig. And then there's a stamping one with butterflies, and then the other one is a non-stamping. It's just already printed labels, and it's got like little holes, and it's called Lots to Love. They're really bargain prices. So let's turn the camera back. Close your eyes. And what a fast and furious morning this is. It's hard doing 4 cards. So I hope you enjoyed those a lot. My husband's probably going to be home any minute. He went to Costco this morning, so which is in like 45 minutes away. But he's going to be walking in the door any minute, probably. Okay, I hope you will place an order if you are interested, and if you do, if it get up to $75, I will send you the craft along kit. Well, actually, if you get to 60, you won't get the gems. If you get to 70 or 75, you'll get the gems plus all the kits. And that's that. So I will see you next week for just a regular video with only 2 cards. And we're going to be using, they're going to be fun folds. I already have those all designed. So we're going to do a fun fold next week with 2 cards. So 2 different kinds of papers and 2 different stamps. I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, thumbs up. If you haven't done that, hearts, comment. And I love reading those comments at night. Have a great day, everyone. I hope you have a chance to be creative and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.